Dolby Vision versus HGiG, that's the topic for this video today, and I did all my testing with Hitman 3 on the Xbox Series X. But before we start, we should clarify a couple of things. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel HGiG for All. In my video where I explained how to activate Dolby Vision on your Xbox Series, I forgot a couple of things to mention. First of all, I forgot to say that Dolby Vision at this very moment is just working in 60 Hz on the HGiG. As you can see, my TV does not support gaming in Dolby Vision at 4K and 120 Hz. So apparently LG is working on a firmware update, but I have no further information on this at all. Okay, so second of all, if you're using AMD FreeSync, which you can actually here enable or disable under additional, and then here's AMD FreeSync. It's deactivated at my TV because there's actually no need to activate this. Then you can't use Dolby Vision at all, okay? So just keep this in mind. If you have activated this, you can't use it at all. So, and again, there's no point to use AMD FreeSync because if you tick this box, a low variable refresh rate, this does exactly the same what AMD FreeSync is doing, okay? So just tick this box and tick allow Dolby Vision and you're good to go. And last but not least, the most important part probably is I have no idea, or I'm not aware at all that there's any game out there which is supporting Dolby Vision natively at this very moment. I'm not aware of any game, okay, officially, okay? So maybe you know anything more, you have more information, and put it in the comment section because I would love to test those games, of course. But again, so far I'm not aware of any game. So the same story with HGiG. There is so far no official HGiG supported game out there, but I mean, I proved it already in a couple of videos. We have games they supporting HGiG natively, like Outriders, okay? So anyway, those are the points I like to mention again, or what I forgot in my last video. And now I would say we're jumping into Dolby Vision versus HGiG. Okay, and here we are with Dolby Vision, and yeah, before we really start, I have to say I had a very hard time to compare HGiG with Dolby Vision because first of all, you can't switch between those two modes all the time. Where's my cursor? Here, go away. And so you have to restart the game, actually. You have to restart, or you have to set HDR versus, or you have to untick Dolby Vision and so on. So it takes ages to load to this particular scene again. So in the meantime, I've forgotten already how it looks like, okay? So what I have done, first of all, I calibrated, of course, the Dolby Vision picture mode and the HDR gaming picture mode, okay? So both of those modes should be, according to my calibration, more or less the same, okay? More or less, because it's never 100% the same, okay? So I have done this to make sure you don't have any differences between the picture mode, between the factory settings from the picture modes, okay? So, and the other thing what I have done, I recorded a couple of intro sequences and I did a side-by-side comparison because this is the only way at this very moment where we really can see a difference, or maybe we can't see a difference because again it is very hard. And yeah, I would actually say let's watch this side-by-side comparison and then we talk about it. So unfortunately I can't record in HDR with my camera. I can't just take pictures in HDR. That's why it's actually very hard really to make a proper video about this comparison. But I can tell you what I have seen so far, it's almost nothing. There's almost no difference at all. So especially in this scene, we need to keep in mind again, so what I've seen here, this looks a little bit more reddish than this one, or was it the other way around? Sorry, no, I think it was this. Again, even it's an OLED TV, if I'm sitting like this, I have a difference from the colors, okay? So it's very hard really to compare this. The best thing would be really to have a second LG CX and a second Xbox and so on to do a proper comparison. But really what I can say at this very moment, there's almost no difference at all, not in terms of brightness at all. This is the same brightness, and we're talking about Dolby Vision here and HGiG here. And why I'm not using dynamic tone mapping is just a very simple reason, because dynamic tone mapping will over brighten the picture. It's not a fair comparison, okay? I'm not a big fan from dynamic tone mapping at all. I like a picture like HGiG or now Dolby Vision, because Dolby Vision is more likely the same as HGiG from the brightness here, and from the colors and so on. So in this, let me find this one here. This China level, what comes after this, has very vivid colors, absolutely vivid colors, and there is maybe a minor difference. Come on. Who edited this video? I did. So, and I found actually that especially the red, later on there's a better red, especially the red in this on HGiG, or we have to say HDR actually, is a little bit more powerful, okay? Not sure how to explain this actually, but look at this. This looks a little bit more punchy, okay? A little bit more punchy. But again, maybe this is really just, I don't know, maybe from the camera, maybe from the editing and so on. It can be completely wrong what I'm saying here, okay? So far, really, it's very identical, to be very honest. The only thing what I found also, I can't just step here like crazy back. Okay, come on, I have to show you this. Come on. Just a second. So here, what is very interesting, and I don't understand this at all, look at the trailer again, what I showed you, and focus on this here. On this, windows here, whatever. I can see here two small, I don't know what this is, maybe a window, okay? And then compare this with the same part on the other, on Dolby Vision. There is nothing. It is just blurry on this end. All those parts here, where I can see a little bit of a structure, it's not here. So not sure if this is because of my camera, but I haven't moved my camera at all, the same settings, and I just pressed record again. But this is the outcome. So there is something in the background complete different, and I can't explain it. Okay, but when we're talking about really the maximum brightness or the overall brightness, this looks absolutely identical to me. From my eyes, absolutely identical. I haven't measured it yet. I will do this in a separate or a next video because time is running actually. But so far, when I compare this, there is almost no difference at all. No difference at all. Really, very minor difference maybe in the color, especially what we're seeing in a couple of seconds. Not this one. This one, and also compare this with the trailer again, or what I showed you, the side by side, because I think that this is actually a little bit more, how should I say, more, it's very hard to explain actually. This looks more magenta red a little bit, and this looks a little bit more powerful red. But again, maybe, I don't know, maybe something went wrong with the recording, but this is what I can see so far. So again, not much difference. So what is my conclusion now when we're talking about Hitman 3 and Dolby Vision versus HGiG? In my opinion, in terms of brightness, there's no difference. In terms of the detail, details, there's no difference. I can see the same details on both sides, okay? So where I can see a difference is in terms of color, or maybe the color correction, color calibration. But again, this can be because maybe the calibration is really different, okay? We need to be very careful to say, oh, the red is better here and that's because HDR is better. No, okay? So I don't have, unfortunately, the proper equipment to do really a proper test, and I hope maybe one of the big YouTubers is doing this. So far I can say on Hitman 3, I would really say there's almost no difference. Maybe we have difference in terms of color. Yes, can be, because maybe Dolby Vision is handling colors differently than HDR. Can be, but I can't prove it, okay? And also we need to consider Hitman 3 is not supporting HGiG natively, okay? So that's why I chose this game for the very beginning, for the first test. First of all, because of all the intro sequences, it's very easy to do a side-by-side comparison. And yeah, and because I don't want to have too much different values or whatever, you know what I mean, in my first testing video. So again, so far Dolby Vision is making a very good impression, because it is not worse or whatever than HGiG, but I can't see an improvement as well. I can't see it, but this is most likely because it's not natively supported, of course. The same with HGiG in this game. So we need really to wait for native supported Dolby Vision games, but no worries at all. I will do more comparison videos. So put in the comment section what videos or what games you like to see, and I see if I have it on my hard drive, and I will do, of course, I would love to do more comparison videos. I will do it. I think the next game is what I'm doing is Call of Duty, but I'm not quite sure about this, okay? So that's for this video. I hope you had some fun. I hope you subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel. And again, put in the comment section what you think about Dolby Vision. If I forgot something, if I did something wrong, just put it in and I will improve and do it better in the next video. Okay, so thank you very much for watching me. I see you next time. Bye.